This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Okay, a 31-year-old dude in Pennsylvania named Saif Kaleem is facing charges after police say he vandalized several pickleball and tennis court nets. There's surveillance footage allegedly showing him cutting a pickleball net. He was caught vandalizing courts at another park a couple days later. They zeroed in on Saif after getting tips from the community and confronted him at his home. He admitted to damaging the nets. When he was asked why are you doing this, buddy? He said, well, I'm upset. He recently suffered a pickleball injury and said his summer was ruined. It's a classic. If I can't enjoy pickleball, nobody will enjoy pickleball, okay? Wow.
One of the most dangerous sports in the world. The pickler is on the loose.
A pickleball injury? What? Oh, maybe he tripped. Maybe he
An ankle.
An ankle.
Yeah, the knee, I thought pickleball was supposed to be.
I tell you.
Supposed to be
Safe.
the easy old guy sport. You just stand there and
Well, you need good footwear.
I mean, when I played doubles in pickleball, I just stood there and whacked the ball. I didn't even have to move. I didn't even put my drink down when I played pickleball.
just have a seat, bud.
Jesus, dude. Nobody cares. What a day. That's a busy day, man.
Pickleball Kingdom, when I drive past there, man, that place is jamming. Again, and look, we screwed that up, too. We could have had a Pickleball Kingdom and been millionaires.
Oh. Yeah, pickleball, car wash, and self-storage.
Storage.
Jesus Christ. You went from tennis elbow to the freaking serial killer in one day. Nice work, dude. Freaking idiot.
The 13th annual Avocado Festival in Mexico saw a Guinness World Record broken in the form of a 14,991-pound serving of guacamole.
Whoa.
The record attempt, organized by the local plant health board, featured more than 1,000 local growers and residents working together to mix up the massive bowl of guac in just under 2.5 hours. The previous record of 10,961 pounds was set in 2022. This moment belongs to the thousands of families whose livelihoods are rooted on avocado farms. Oh, that's awesome. This achievement reflects the collective strength of our industry, from the growers to the teams who ensure quality and efficiency across the supply chain. It represents the unity, discipline, and hard work that define how we operate every day, the dedication that we collectively bring to reaching new heights, including reclaiming the new Guinness World Record, and a historic season of more than 2.5 billion pounds of Mexican avocados reaching the U.S. market. Don't mention the tariffs. So there you go. That's a huge bowl of guacamole.
Ooh.
Are you a guacamole fan?
Yeah, I didn't used to be. It's got to be the right guacamole, but yeah, we put it on. We put that crap on everything. I mean, we get a big tub of it and put that stuff on everything. You name it. Yeah, how about you?
Oh yeah, we love guacamole.
I didn't used to be. Yeah. Quesadillas, eggs, toast, burgers. We put that stuff on everything. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I do not
What
discriminate.
changed your guacamole ways, dude?
I don't even know. That's a great question. I think it just started coming into the every time we're out. And we eat a lot of Mexican food too. I mean, I don't know. Christy loves Mexican food, so there's usually guacamole around. It's good fiber. So, there's that.
Yeah, it's nice, healthy fats, man. It's good stuff. And there's nothing like that when you do like tableside guacamole, man, and that fresh cilantro in there. Oh, dude, stop it.
Yeah.
Loves it. Man,
yeah.
Good stuff.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
The only thing that sucks about guacamole, I hate it when it gets that, which I know all you have to do is scrape it off. But that stupid, I hate that brown film that comes over it. It's gross. Okay. This story you would have thought would have been in Wisconsin, but it wasn't. It was actually in New York. Montgomery County Sheriff's Office arrested 25-year-old Antone Galona on May 16th. He arrived drunk to collect a friend from DWI charges. Oh, no, buddy. Galana mistakenly drove into a restricted section of a sheriff's facility instead of using the designated public parking area. A deputy who approached him immediately was like, "You're drunk," and administered a field sobriety test, which led to his arrest for driving while impaired.
Oh, yeah.
So he had, they're just going to be like, dude, no. So he got released to a third party, as did his other friend that he was there to originally pick up.
Fantastic. Oh, my God. Fantastic. How does that happen?
Yeah, he is 25.
At that point, you're not judging who your smart friends are. You just need a friend. It doesn't matter at that point. You just need somebody to answer the goddamn phone. So which probably happens more than you think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
At that point, you're like, you know what? Maybe I just better call mom. Like,
yeah, you think?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. What are the odds?
Damn.
Uber. Uber.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
Did you know that the hottest chili pepper in the world is so hot it could kill you?
Or you can listen to this one.
Bears can smell your menstruation.
I can smell your menstruation.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
No.
Okay, I know. A YouGov survey of 7,356 Americans reveals that early childhood memories are sparse, but generally positive. Only 9% remember much from age 6, while 24% recall nothing from that time, which is interesting. I remember quite a bit from even from age 4. I would say from age 4 on, I remember quite a bit. Memory improves with age. 41% remember significant details from age 16 on. Overall, 61% describe childhood memories as mostly positive, compared to 13% who view them negatively, probably the kids that were getting taken out back to the woodshed and whatnot. Americans who follow news closely demonstrate better childhood recall than those who don't, which is an interesting little stat in there, but it kind of makes you wonder, like, okay, do they have better recall, like clear recall, or is it like memories that is it true memories, or is it memories that are kind of like shaped by what you're watching on TV? Does that make sense? Because sometimes we fill in memories. They're not true memories, older adults report more positive childhood memories than younger generations, which suggests perspective changes over time. Do you remember a lot from your
I don't remember anything, and that's why I'm so worried. No, I have great memories of being a kid. I remember probably before 6 taking road trips in my dad's Mustang. I remember a lot of that, more than I probably should. I don't know how that's possible. But I remember just the neighborhood kids hanging out. I remember more people that were in my life than actually about me. Like my dad's, like my mom's brother, and just stuff we did with other people. I don't know why I remember that stuff, but I don't remember how I was. I don't know. Does that make sense? I'm sure it was just a dork and hanging out, but trying to fit in. But I remember a lot of experiences. It's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I remember
warm fuzzies,
there was like a Head Start, like kind of like a Head Start lady or something that would come over, and I remember she had like these like this like little like shopping display, and she would come over, and I would and it was like a kind of like a math learning thing or whatever. I remember that I was in like their early childhood stuff, and I remember her. Specifically, and that was pretty young. That was like age like 4-ish, 5-ish. It was before going to school, and I remember the neighbor's goose chasing me. That was like real young, age 5, and hissing at me, scary son of a bitch. And when you're 5, a goose is huge. It's pretty much the size of you. Right. It's like a dinosaur coming after you. And I remember, I'm trying to think of other stuff from that age. I remember imagining that a plane crashed, and I went inside and got my mom, and she's like, there was not a plane crash. And I was like, why doesn't this bitch believe me? This bitch never believes anything I say.
Interesting.
And then I took her outside, and there indeed was not a plane crash. And I was like, oh, whoops. Maybe she was right. And I remember my dog, our dog, the farm dog, German Shepherd Jessie, getting ran over and died. And we had her in the shed before we buried her. And I remember I went in and looked at her, and I thought she was breathing. And I went out and I got my dad, and I was like, she's alive. And my dad was like, she's not alive. She's dead. And I was like, she's alive. You need to come and look at her. And he's like, she's not alive. And so then I went and got my brother, and my brother was the only one that would entertain me. And he was like, I'll come in and look at her, but I'm pretty sure she's still dead.
Oh, my God.
And he did, and he's all like, she's not breathing. Okay? And he's all like, put your hand on her. And I did, and she wasn't breathing. And I remember that.
Then you ran out hearing the screaming. You heard the screaming of the geese, and you ran out of the barn, Clarice, if you could save just one. That's really funny. That's interesting you mentioned that. I remember our horse barn burnt down. My dad had 2 horses, and the barn burnt down. We lost one of the horses. I remember that, and I remember the animals in my life, and I very, very specifically remember all my Christmases. If I think back hard enough, I can remember what I got on each Christmas. When I got my first bicycle, my big wheel, I have very, very vivid memories of it, yeah. And because we were never at home. We were over at my grandparents for Christmas. I don't know why I remember that, but there were gaps in like world events. I just completely oblivious to the Vietnam War. I'm 6 years old. I'm like, what? Why are you making me watch this? Very traumatic. And but I was oblivious to all that stuff. But I remember like my Christmases and eating TV dinners, and just I have very, very nice memories of.
Yeah.
But maybe it's because we lived out in the country, and we were kind of farm kids, you know, and we kind of set our own schedules and did our own thing on our own timetable, and maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. Interesting.
I thought it was surprising. 24% of people recalled nothing from that
That's
time.
incredible.
Like, that's so...
Yeah, that is absolutely...
That's a lot of people to remember nothing. Like, I have a lot of memories from then.
Yeah. And maybe you have some trauma that blocks it out or something. I don't know how all that psychological stuff works, but I just had goofing off as a kid. I have great memories of it. You know, interesting.
Yeah, yeah. And I remember building forts. We built forts out in the pole shed. This is not good, but we would build forts and we'd put barbed wire around it.
God damn.
Which, dude, I know.
What the? Did you live in a hood?
We were just left unattended, dude.
You know, that might get you on a watch list at school these days if they find out you got a barbed wire fort. I mean, like, okay.
Well, we all had our tetanus shot, so it didn't matter. Like, go ahead, play with barbed wire, figure it out.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
You know?
You're fine.
Yeah. And I remember I was the only kid that didn't step on a nail. Everyone else in the family managed to get a nail through the foot. I never did.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But,
yeah. Well, we used to play.
And,
we used to have a pond that we'd play smear the Q on. I won't say the word. Politically correct. We used to play on our ice skates. We used to play smear the Q with a Nerf football on an ice pond, and so not only did you get your bell rung without a helmet on, you're on ice. You know the whole the concept of drowning. The concept of drowning to us was not even a thought. Yeah. Oh my God!
Knock some teeth out. Who cares, dude?
Yeah. Who knows?
Oh my God, that's terrible. Yeah, we rode our bikes everywhere.
Oh yeah. Oh God,
God.
Yeah.
And I remember we had this old buggy. It was super old, and we put my sister in it. And should not have done that. And whatever, there were gravel roads everywhere. And I remember we were pushing her as fast as we could, and that broad fell out of the bottom of that buggy, and her face went onto that gravel.
Oh wow.
No,
oh
Daddy.
Wow.
and she's had her face all scraped up. Yeah, we got in trouble for that.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was a long period of time where it was just endless summers, and it was all 100% of it was outside. 100% of it was outside.
Oh yeah,
and wouldn't trade it for the world.
Off.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Okay, the title of this article is Why Relationships Make Some People Feel Crazy. Are you in a situationship or a full-blown relationship that makes you feel like you're slowly losing your mind? You might be wondering where all this is coming from, especially since you weren't like this at the start of your relationship. If you've ever wanted someone you just couldn't have, no matter how hard you tried or how much you gave, you're not alone in this. A lot of us have committed years to someone who's emotionally unavailable, but when you entertain relationships like that, they're going to end in disaster. In reality, those types of relationships will drive you insane. The reality is that you're denying that the person you're choosing doesn't align with what you truly desire. The reason we start to feel crazy and get lots of anxiety when we're in situationships or relationship dances with people who don't fully choose us is that we actually want something else, something more, yet we continue to entertain something that is not that. Playing pretending that everything is fine while secretly suffering can make anyone go insane. You aren't getting your emotional needs met, which can leave you feeling like you're building on unstable ground. Continuously doing this can make you grow to resent not only the person, but also the things that remind you of them. So how can you move on from that relationship to help yourself get back on track? And there's a few ways right here. Keep busy. Distract yourself. That's the best way to get over an ex. Oh, that doesn't mean sleeping with everybody now. Stop it. After a breakup, you'll find yourself with more free time on your hands. Use that free time to plan activities with your friends and fam. Engage in your favorite activities, or maybe pick up a new hobby. Number 2, look after yourself. When you go through a breakup, it's all too easy to let yourself go. You know, you're going to sit on the couch and eat bonbons. No, don't do that, dude. You need to maybe work out some more. I like that. I like the post-breakup glow-up. That's always great.
Right,
dude.
right.
You know. Journal, use that as a method of processing your emotion. Write down how you're feeling about the situation, all that stuff. Practice self-care. Allow yourself time to adapt, to change after a breakup. Your healing won't happen overnight. It'll likely take weeks to months to get over that special someone. However, be patient with yourself and respect your journey. Acknowledge that small steps you're taking and reward yourself for your efforts. Realizing that the person you love isn't fully committed to you can be incredibly painful. However, by facing that reality, you can work through the hurt and emerge stronger.
Oh, God. I feel better already. It is, love is a weird chemical freaking imbalance or something. I don't know, man. It just drives you. I always know when there's somebody just got a divorce or somebody's breaking up, they're always at the Buckle buying new pants and bracelets and going for the whole new look. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
You gotta get back out there, man.
Yeah, the glow up is a real thing, but I mean, whatever it takes. And sometimes there's that midlife crisis thing, and sometimes I guess people go through that as they're in a relationship too, which is fine. I do think that as you go through your life, you should be changing and kind of discovering more who you are, right? And sometimes that process takes a long time, depending on what you've been through and how held back you've been, especially like a lot of people that have maybe you had parents that told you how you're supposed to be, or a religion that told you how you're supposed to be, or a mate that told you how you're supposed to be. So that could maybe affect you discovering who you really are. A lot of, shoot, man, I think some people, it takes a long time, 40s or 50s, till you really figure it out. And I think, the freedom that you have, that, I don't give an F attitude that starts to develop. I don't care what other people think of me. That takes a while to kick in for people. And sometimes it doesn't happen till you're in your 40s or your 50s, And so maybe that's when they're out buying jeans at the Buckle. I don't know.
It's the sweet spot right there. I love, man. It's the dopamine. I don't know, and it's hard to the irrationality of falling in love. It's so bizarre, and and then a lot of times it's not your fault. So whatever, people just make you crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, and sometimes it's a reaction to things and whatever else. So who knows? But other people, sometimes emotions change and reactions change and whatever. Life's crazy. It's a trip, dude. Life's a trip. Life's a garden. Dig it.
I'm digging it.
Hey, July 4th, we all know, is the famous International Hot Dog Eating Contest, right? Joey Chestnut will be competing in it while serving probation after pleading guilty to misdemeanor battery. The 17-time champion's attorney called the incident just a misunderstanding, and that Chestnut wanted to accept responsibility for his actions. Police reports indicated that Joey Chestnut was intoxicated and couldn't even remember the altercation. Major League Eating president Richard Shea confirmed the incident won't affect Chestnut's eligibility, stating it did not violate Major League Eating's code of conduct since it occurred outside organized event. Last year, Chestnut reclaimed his title by consuming 70.5 hot dogs in 10 minutes after missing 2024 due to that sponsorship conflict with Impossible Foods. He recently won the 2026 Ultimate Bologna Showdown, eating 16 pounds of sausage in 8 minutes. Holy smokes. So what was the incident that he had the misdemeanor battery? Who was he battering?
Yeah, I don't know, but you don't disinvite the most dominant jock of all time for just because he slapped somebody who probably had it coming anyways. He's the king, man. He's gonna get a pass. It doesn't matter. Somebody just trying to be a tough guy. Mm-hmm. That's who it was. Yeah.
All right, let's see.
At least he was beating.
Why can't I find what happened with the battery thing?
Yeah, I couldn't find it either. So I don't know. I don't know what happened.
They're like covering it up, man. Because I can't find it anywhere. I know it happened in Indiana, and that's about it.
Yeah. He's the hero we need right now, man. It's America's 250, man. You don't throw the guy out just because somebody trying to be a tough guy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it is the 250, isn't it? I didn't think about that when I thought about the July 4th hot dog eating competition.
They should have had it.
Yeah, they're going to be going all out.
They should have had it as intermission at the White House in the middle of the UFC fight, right out into the big dome in the front yard. Ladies and gentlemen, the GOAT.
Yeah, they're
settle it right there.
They're building the cage right now. For the UFC thing. It's happening. It's happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Good morning. So we talk about couples a lot and stuff, but we don't talk about single people a lot of time. People are like, what about us single folks? So here you go. This is a story about single people luxuries. Somebody posted on social media. It's just a question thrown out there. What is a single person luxury that people in relationships completely miss out on? All right, here we go. Knowing that the piece of chocolate cake you left in the fridge will still be there whenever you want it. Oh, yeah. There you go. That is the thing. I have not taken the whole piece of cake because Amber is she's a sweets-oriented person, and that would be death by chocolate cake in a whole different way. But I have definitely taken a nibble of the cake in the fridge before, but not taken the whole thing. I couldn't do that. Knowing things will be, I feel like you would be a leftover taker person, though, knowing what you've pulled in the company fridge.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like there's some ahi or something. I know what my limitations are. I know where the line is crossed. So I'll take a bite, but I never I leave enough. I leave enough to not get in trouble.
Yeah.
Right.
Knowing things will be exactly where you left them, like kitchen scissors.
Oh.
Yeah. Amber cleans and organizes things. So I am definitely used to things not being where I left them, which is fine because they're usually in a more appropriate place. And you just get used to being like, hey, have you seen blank? And that's okay. I'm fine with that because there's no harm in it. It's not like she's throwing things away. But I get it. Never having to discuss plans with anyone. No discussion on dinner, what to watch, what to do, or where to go. You just do what you want all the time. I do what I want. Okay. You kind of do what you want all the time anyway.
Yeah, well, I know what time to be home so I can do it again, next time.
Yeah, exactly.
But my big thing is I don't tell Christy where I'm at or what I'm doing. So this is why the what's it called on the phone now? My iPhone finder is turned on now. I had an experience at the Popeye's Chicken that ended my free range days. Let's just put it that way. And sometimes when you wake up in a Popeye's parking lot, not knowing how you got there, sometimes you need help. Sometimes you need guidance and a tutor. Not that kind of tutor. So, anyways,
Right. Well, that kind of tutor might have helped, actually.
Yeah.
All right, so next on the list, this is single people luxuries. Being able to binge TV shows without having to wait for another person so you can watch it together. Yeah, because that's Netflix infidelity is what that is when you watch a show on your own that you've been watching together. Yeah.
I got to admit, though, that was a big one, though. That was a big one, though, at the Popeyes because that was a family reunion day when they found me at the Popeyes. So that was like doubling down on being a moron. And,
right, because the whole family knew you weren't around.
That's not thinking of others, when they dump you into the front yard. But anyways, beyond that, everything's fine.
Then, did they pluck you from the Popeyes and put you right in the family reunion?
Yeah. I still had it on my shirt.
You didn't go home?
No. For the family reunion. No. And I was sharp. I was on. I rebounded, man. I was right back on it.
I bet you were. You just took a 4-hour nap.
You know what a big one is? Did I even put farting on the list?
The full freedom to fart. Yep.
Yeah, is that on there?
There it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't even we toot indiscriminately. It's not even we don't even close the door anymore because it drives the cat crazy. We don't even care anymore. So I'll just do a hey, that's my butt, and we're very comfortable with it. Very comfortable with it. Yeah.
Now, was at the beginning of the relationship, was that the case? How long did it take for you all to fart in front of each
that's
other?
That's a good question. That's a great question. I don't know what the average. Not long. I don't know, 5 years.
Okay. Oh wow.
At that point.
Okay.
I've screwed up as much as I'm going to screw up, and she's going to leave. It's not going to be because of a fart. What put it over the edge?
That's so bad.
Waking up in a Popeye's Chicken in Green Bay or farting? No, it was probably the Popeyes. You were at a Popeye's Chicken in Green Bay with no pants on. That's amazing. Anyways, no. How about you guys? You guys?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's happening. Yeah. It didn't take a super long time because when you travel together, those are things that happen.
Yeah.
Because you're not able to hide it. Yeah. Setting the temperature at what I prefer. Well, yeah, I think that might be more of a difference for like straight couples because I feel like women and men kind of prefer different temperature settings.
Right.
Do you want to weigh in on that a little bit? I don't know.
Well, we are spot on with our with the thermostat. I mean, we have no argument at all with that stuff. Yeah. I mean, that's never come up one time.
Yeah. We're on the same page too. We like it real cool at nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our house is
There's some people that like it.
very zoned out on where the thermostat has to be so we can sleep comfortably. So we've got that all dialed in. So we're good there.
when Avery lived here, I came home one time and the air conditioning was set to 62 degrees and I almost lost my goddamn mind.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was like, no. Just no. We don't do that for several reasons. But thankfully, I mean, my house is small, thankfully, so like the unit could keep up to it. Even though, I mean, it's an older unit, but like if I would have had a bigger house, like that could have been terrible. Like I trying to keep up with that in high heat, that could have been a bad idea. But whatever. I almost lost my mind. Kids touching the goddamn thermostat drives me insane. I don't know why. It's the old man in me. Starfishing the bed also made the list as a single people luxuries. Yeah, that's a thing. But if you have pets, you kind of lose that luxury anyway. So because the pets end up taking over the bed, anywho.
Right. Same at our house. The wherever the cat is, we sleep accordingly. The cat does not get disturbed. It's strange.
I know.
It's really weird.
I know. And they sleep 20 hours a day.
Yep, he does.
So, like, why are we so worried about disturbing them at the nighttime?
My legs will be asleep, and I'll get out of bed in the morning and fall down because I couldn't move because the cat was, sleeping in between my legs. Oh. Yeah.
I know. I do the same thing. I'm like, I would really like to switch positions right now, but I won't because Twyla's sleeping, and I don't. Yeah, dude. They know how to manipulate us. Cats are master manipulators, dude. Yeah. It's terrible. All right. There you go. Single people luxuries. I think we covered quite a few of the big ones there.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.